You're not live. Y'all are not.
Hi, good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Buenas tardes. Yes, son tardes. I've been with you all day because we're doing the Guadalupe-thon 2022 on this Giving Tuesday, showcasing everything we do at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center so that you can see how much we do, and hopefully you will be inspired to be part of this community by donating. By donating to the Guadalupe, becoming a member. You can donate any amount from $5 to $1,000 or more. Anything you would like to donate will go a long ways to helping us sustain our programs, helping us do all the things that we need to do in order to bring our year-round programs to you in the different disciplines. So that's what we're doing. I'm Cristina Balli. I'm the director of the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. And now this segment, we are bringing to you programming from our Progreso Community Gallery. We just showed you our bookstore and gift shop, and connected to the bookstore and gift shop is our gallery where we have different community exhibits. And then this time of year, we always have our Dia de Muertos altares, because those are a lot of work to put up, those altares, and they're so beautiful that we want to take advantage of them for a while. So we leave them up for a while because people enjoy to continue coming to see them. So our Progreso Community Gallery, and I'll ask our cameraman and our tech director here at the Guadalupe, Mr. Jorge Luis Gamboa. He's doing the camera work for us today, but do a sweep over there, Jorge Luis, so that everybody can see the altares that we showcased this year. Many of these are returning altares, from different community members, and some of them are new. Out there in the corner over there, as we have every year, is the Eye Bank of San Antonio that does an altar for everybody that donated their organs, their eyes, for other people to be able to use and make use of. So this is the Eye Bank of San Antonio, and then just a series of other altares that we have in our community gallery. So now we're gonna, after this little sweep, I'm gonna bring you to our featured altar. And our featured altarista, and that is Ms. Terry Solis Camero and Mr. Camero, who are our altaristas of every year. They do a spectacular altar, and everybody here that comes to see our altares knows, and is eagerly awaiting to see what they're going to come up with the next year, because they always have beautiful, beautiful altares. Welcome, Terry, and welcome, Paul, one more year. We always catch up at this time of the year, when you bring your altares, and we are catching up right now as well, too. But yeah, let's just enjoy this altar. And Terry, why don't you give to the camera, why don't you let people know, give us a tour of your altar. Let us know what's going on
My
here.
altar is on, we dedicate it to my husband Paul's family, which is Vallejo and Rodriguez and Camero. And I dedicate it on my side for the Solises and De La Cruzes. My father passed away in 2020, so the top tier is on my father and my brother that passed away also. And then my brothers, my grandparents. Everything literally for me, this altar has really helped me when it comes to just reconnecting with my family every year. I really look forward to it. I look forward to being able to just, remember each person, and it gives me a lot of comfort. With my genealogy, I was able to look for other people in my family, and I've been able to connect, and so I've added every year pictures. And so it's really expanded to this, and this is literally just one family. Everyone is literally a family member. We have had quite a number. We've grown in more than 10 years. I've literally been here for more than 10 years with Guadalupe Cultural Center. I've had the opportunity, a great opportunity to express my creativity and then also my love for my family.
And I'd like to point out that this altar always has a very special component. If you'll see up here at the top, the papel picado, you'll notice that there are family names cut into the papel picado. Did you actually do that?
Yes.
You actually
Yes.
cut it?
We did it. We made the template, and then we went ahead and added every name, and all the names are all the family members that are in the family. So we have Garcias, Bettis, Gonzalez, Baez, Solis's, Camaros. I mean, it's just everybody.
And I'll even point out, even my name made it over there.
Yeah.
We're part of the same
Baez.
families. There's Baez over there. And I thought you said you had Hinojosa, right?
Yeah, I have Hinojosa.
Yeah. So something that I've seen here with people that come in here and they come and they see the names, they're all looking for the name. And most people do find one of their family names in here. Because a lot of these are like South Texas names, families, like Menchaca and Cavazos and Velas.
Yeah, they're all literally Garcia. Yeah. They're all literally from. That's where my family is from. We're in the Brownsville and the McAllen area, so basically a lot of them are intermingled, and so we have a lot of names that share on both sides. And when do people come? It's because of the fact that a lot of people migrated from that area to San Antonio, and so you literally see it. I mean, we're all somewhat related. I mean, literally.
We are. Terry, your altares kind of combine two big components and two big elements. The creativity and genealogy. We'll get to genealogy in a bit because there's lots to talk about that. But so let's talk about the creativity part too.
Okay.
Every year you have a different theme to your altares. One year you did the boats, which are the lanchas from the Xochimilco inspired lanchas. I remember, I'll never forget, when I first started at the Guadalupe, you had the altares were over there in Galeria Guadalupe, and you had a big, huge calavera. And I remember that because it's when I started, and we had like a little welcome party for me, and so all my photos are in front of that altar, in front of that calavera. I remember one year you did an exhibit or an altar, I'm sorry. I think you had the tree.
Yes.
And you tied it with the ribbons and the names. Mm-hmm. You tied ribbons on the branches. It was a branch of the tree.
It was a whole tree. Mm-hmm.
And it was a pole tree. And then another year you did the mariposas, the monarch butterflies.
Yes.
Right? You had beautiful monarch butterflies everywhere. You have some here.
Yes.
You have some remnants here. So I want to know, tell us about your theme this year. I see these two great calaveras that are guarding the altar. Tell us about your theme this year.
My theme actually was from, just going to Mexico and embracing when I look at, the different, how they celebrate Dia de los Muertos. And I loved how when they would walk through the streets with the parades, and they have these huge, what would you call them?
Calaveras,
right? Exactly. And so they had them, and it was just so beautiful. And so everything, literally, it's something like one year I saw a picture of my mother, and she was with her whole family. So I literally just replicated that. So it's literally something that I find, for me, this was more of a parade theme where you could see when in Mexico, you would see the papel picado, and they'd be walking with something like this. And so it was kind of that this year. It's literally always something when it comes to my family that when I did it that was 2020 with the barges, and that was for my dad. And then that year we were able to Guadalupe Cultural Center was able to be involved with the river center with the river parade. That was the 2020 parade. So we've been pretty lucky.
And that's when we did the veladora, right?
Yes.
We did the veladora.
Yes.
On the barge, on the river parade here.
And I was able, it was such an honor. I was able to place my pictures of my dad on that altar. So it was just it was wonderful. I've always had such a great opportunity and such a great relationship with Guadalupe Cultural Center. They've given me the opportunity to just be open with creativity-wise, because I wouldn't be able to do this anywhere else. I honestly wouldn't be able to have such a large area to honor all my family members. So I'm really grateful. I'm extremely grateful.
Well, we're delighted to have you here. I feel grateful to have you here. And, you know, I'm really working on documenting Terry's work, you know, so that we can get her some more recognition, you know, for all this work that you're doing. You told me, I remember you told me one year that a lot of times, I don't know if always, but oftentimes when you're working on the altar this year, you're already thinking about next year.
Oh yeah, I already have mine next year.
Can we know yet or not yet?
Well, actually,
Or you don't want to say it?
no. Well, I'm going back more into the indigenous Mesoamericas. So it's going to be totally different. I admit it's more of a European colonialism, you know, but that's what I've known and that's what I started. But more now that I'm reading and I'm looking into and researching, I want to do more of an indigenous. And I know that last year, I believe it was Lanier that had a beautiful, and that's kind of what got me going, and it's been sticking with me ever since then. So Lanier does some really nice altars also. So they really go down to the root of the altar. And so that's what I really like. And so I kind of want to dedicate next year to that.
Wow, awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Okay, great. And no, but you know what? This is the whole tradition of the Catrina, you know, is part of our heritage too, you know, as well, you know, because we are mestizos, you know, we are mestizos, you know, so we are of indigenous roots and European roots, so, you know, we can't help it. We are
we can't, and I know sometimes it's hard for us sometimes, you know, or for me, because I'm just starting to, like, understand everything. And really I've had this opportunity because literally from the altars, it's just changed my life completely. I've learned more and more about my history of my life, of just everything involving Mexican culture, and it's just been wonderful. Wow. It really has. It's been an eye-opener. I think a lot of people, once they start digging into, they'd really be interested in a lot of things that have happened in their life and in their families' lives.
Wow, that's really inspiring. Thank you for saying that. And you know, this opportunity exists for anybody. Like I said, you know, when we did the sweep of the altares here, all of the altares here are by community members. You know, they're not chosen, you know, they're not selected, they're not artists, you know, they're not like paid artists or working artists, they're community members. And we make the space available to anybody that wants to do an altar. And now it is first come, first serve, because we have limited space, of course, but we're not the only ones that host altares. You know, also like the Esperanza Peace and Justice Center, you know, they have space for altares. They do a big community altar outdoors in the corner, right here in the corner of Guadalupe, and I forget the name of that street, but Colorado. Yeah, Guadalupe and Colorado streets. And others do, and I know San Anto also does community altares. So, you know, like Terry is saying, you know, this was a means of growth, of personal growth for her. So this opportunity is available to anybody who's interested, and, you know, anybody who's interested. So it's places like the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center that give that opportunity, you know, to people. So that's why we invite you to support us as well, you know, and allow the infrastructure for this community to continue. You know, you are being a cultural accelerator. That's a name for you.
I like that.
We just had earlier today a discussion with Tony Diaz, who is the curator of our literary arts. He's the one that books the authors, and he has a book called Tip of the Pyramid. You know, he talks about cultural accelerators, and cultural accelerators is anybody who wants to learn more about their culture and their origins beyond what we're taught in school, because what we're taught in school is limited.
Zero?
And zero.
I'm going to be honest.
Is one way to saying it,
yeah.
right. And so anybody who takes the time to learn more on their own, you know, and then express that or share that or contribute to that, those are our cultural accelerators. So you and Paul, you guys are cultural accelerators by diving into this work. And then you get to share it with the rest of us, that we get to enjoy this beauty. All right, I am being told that we are coming up on our time. Before we close, I discovered something new about Terry today, that she's like an influencer on TikTok. And she's a cultural accelerator influencer on TikTok. Tell us about your TikTok account.
It started actually last year when I put my first videos of my altar. And then I started like really noticing an interest of my culture, and what I'm interested is music and history, so I started just adding all these Hispanic and Latin musicians, and so it just grew, and so I'm literally, when I was here for an interview, I walked around and I did a live, and I got over 600 hits, so I mean, it's interesting, and I really enjoy it. And coming from somebody, I was born in California, my parents were originally from here, and coming from California, in the 70s, it was a totally different culture. Coming over here was different in San Antonio, and so it's taken me a while to embrace and to love and to just really, I'm excited literally to find any information on my family and my history. And I think a lot of people are doing the same thing.
And most importantly, what's your TikTok handle?
Teresa SC, and so if you're interested.
And how do you spell Teresa?
TheresasC.
Okay, so now you know, follow her on TikTok. She beat us, we don't even have a TikTok account yet. We better get one.
Yes,
now
you do.
Now you kind of like shaking
Yeah.
me, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go get one too. Okay, well, thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Terry, and thank you, Paul, you know, for being here one more year. You know, we learn a lot from each other.
Yes.
And to anybody who's watching, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure you learned a lot today, learned from Terry. And we invite you again one more time to become a member of the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. Give a donation, any amount. Anybody who is donating this afternoon will get an additional gift, a book by Guadalupe Garcia McCall, and an entry to the raffle of a basket of books, and they're signed books that we're going to raffle off this Friday. So thank you very much for joining us. Again, donate to the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center on this Giving Tuesday, and we still have some more programs coming up the rest of the day, so don't leave us. Thank you.